Hi there. First time using this particular camera, and so I'm not sure if you can hear me well or not. I am at work and I am maybe interrupted, and so if I do, I may have to stop. I wanted to make a video for Libra or who are, believe it or not, already in the second week of August 2020. This is for Libra. You already know, sun, moon, rising, etc. Anybody born under the sign of Venus, that is a Libra, or that has a sun in Libra, a moon in Libra. And sometimes, if you're a cusp as well, which people don't mention, if you are a cusp in Libra, then that's the right before or right after. So if you're right before, you'd be a Virgo cusp. Virgo Libra cusp. If you're right after, you would be a Libra Scorpio's cusp. So if the readings don't resonate with you, then please do watch the videos that are concerning the other signs, depending on whether you're born on the first part of Libra or the latter part of Libra. See what messages the angels have for us today. Kind of feeling like this Saturn energy is very strong, and it's been overwhelming and very draining on my energy. So just wanted to see what was around Libra right now. So take the first deck that I shuffled here. See what the angels have to tell us, Libra. The fairies. You have a strong bond with the fairies, and your life purpose involves helping Mother Nature. It's such a beautiful card. Fairy folk are beautiful. Always try to give us love and always try to give us energy, their kind of energy, which is magical. Ascended Masters. Ascended Masters. So again, very powerful card, just depending if you believe in, Hindu gods and goddesses, Jesus Christ, Buddha, Allah, whatever you want to call God, Goddess, Lakshmi, Mother Mary, Diana, Inanna. It's saying that not only music is something good, but also that if your ears, that would be not your crown chakra, but right around your third eye chakra, your ears, if you're hearing ringing, if you're hearing things that sound like maybe a voice is calling out to you, or you can hear somebody speaking, probably you actually are hearing people speaking to you. It's just in a metaphysical way and not in a way that is physical in form. Archangel Raphael is here. He's also here as a healing angel to help support you in any way you need it, Libra. I don't know about you, but I had one of those tremendous days today, and I sure could use the healing. I want to keep this kind of short because, like I said, I don't know whether they're going to come in and ask me to do a reading or not. It might be one of those days that I get nobody that comes in, and that would be okay too because I need some downtime. Ask for help. So whatever it is you're going through, ask for help. And so it's saying, what do you really need? Be willing to accept support. That's not only from God and Goddess and the angels. Today I literally, sorry, here comes my cowlick again, and there's a fan behind me. I literally asked, reached out to a friend and didn't really ask for help. I just told her what was going on with me. This energy has been very stressful, very overwhelming. Sorry, I'm here using my camera to comb my hair. Didn't realize how messed up it was. But yeah, unfortunately, I just felt this very overwhelming heaviness come over me today and yesterday evening. And I just felt like I'm really feeling the Saturn energy big time. I was explaining to a friend at work that is metaphysical like I am, that it felt like somebody was taking and putting their hands on my crown chakra, the top of my head, and just pushing down, compressing me into the ground. It just feels very heavy. The energy feels very heavy. At my other job, I couldn't stop yawning. This is 3 days in a row. Started Saturday evening. Um, love is patient. Love is kind always. And it's a little girl in the middle of a lily pad, a golden lily pad, beautiful lily pad. Really, what I'm getting from this is have patience with yourself. Whatever it is you're going through, it's really you that needs patience for yourself. Says, I love you. These are powerful words, and they sure are. These words can make you feel like you're on some kind of magic mushroom or something. It can really feel fantastic when you hear somebody say that to you, but at the same time, they have to really mean it. And also, what I'm getting is loving yourself. Out of all of this that I've gotten so far for Libra, is love yourself. It's okay to take time out. It's okay to sit down and just be quiet and just be gentle with yourself. Physical touch, a tender touch can mean so much. And this keeps coming out on my cards for Ganesha, but on his it says a hug. And it's true. We as human beings, we need to feel an expression of love. We need to be able to exchange that with one another, even if it's a friend. But it feels like warmth, that you're transmitting a feeling, that energy that you're transmitting and transmuting through the hug. And right now it's so hard because, well, with COVID, unless you're with somebody or unless you're real close with someone that you feel comfortable hugging, you're not supposed to be hugging or touching anyone. So that can be hard. Hear that? We have large glass bowls, singing bowls, and that's in D. That's what I want for my home. So that when I do readings, I can do that before we begin to do classes as well, which is coming up. That's why I got this laptop. In love, what can they tell us? The Chariot. So either we're going to have one or two things happening depending on the next cards coming. Chariot means movement. Just depends on what the next card is. Chariot means somebody's on the move. Of course. Then the Emperor energy, which is really weird because some of us do have emperors in our lives or empresses, depending. It doesn't have to be a male energy. Some men can embody female or feminine energy, and some feminine females sometimes can embody masculine energy, depending on how they're feeling that day. Like when I'm in my Scorpio, which I'm not a Scorpio, but when I'm more of a Scorpio or more of an Aryan type of energy, I'm vocal and I stand up for my rights. And when I'm in a Scorpio, don't mess with me because I'll cut you. Because Libra embodies justice. What does the card of justice hold? A sword. So, yeah, this person that you may be involved in is thinking that the world is their oyster and things are changing for them. Might be, for all I know. And they're going to be asking someone for charity, for help. So, see that heart? Pulling at the heartstrings. See that? Charity. That's going to be up to you whether you feel that this person deserves charity or they don't, depending on whether they've treated you well or they haven't. Also, there's a time frame going on here. So this might occur right away that they reach out to you. It might take a while before they reach out. Looks like things are growing. Maybe growing towards you, maybe growing towards a new life. Let's see. Again, growth. Again, newness. Looking for something new, this Emperor energy. So you probably know this person already. Then we have the Magician. Now the Magician, is that good in your favor or is that good in their favor? The Magician makes things manifest. But if it's manifesting for them, then are you getting something out of this? Look what they're bringing with them. Do we really need this energy of bondage? This is the Devil card. So really, it could be black magic, but it could be bondage to the person that you're involved with or that you're in like or in love with. And they can be bringing some really negative energies into your life. So if your life is already settled, that's going to be your choice whether you want to continue with this relationship or if you're ready to move forward and move on. Here comes the Fool. And if I was ghetto west side, I'd say Fool. Fool card. Right after the Devil card. The Fool card. Newness. More newness. Here comes the High Priest. So what does the High Priest have to do with all of this? High Priest usually makes pronouncements. High Priest is usually someone who is working magic behind the scenes as well. Or somebody who is a judge even. The Hermit card again. What does that mean? Well, there's time lapse here that has not occurred. There's the Devil card. Somebody very domineering and in control. They want a new life, but they're being very careful whether that life is going to be with you or not. And so what you're being asked for yet again, my Libras, is to have patience. To have patience because there's a time lapse going on. And that time frame hasn't lapsed yet. It hasn't come. You're saying, is there hope? Well, I'm not sure if that hope is for you or if that hope is for that other person. Because the crown is going on somebody's head. Let's see whose head that goes on to. See, judgment. Favorable judgment. But that's still not telling us for who. Favorable judgment is for the High Priestess. So, depending on what the next card is, this could be something hidden away from you, Libra. Or you could be the High Priestess, and you could be holding all the cards, and they don't even know it. Your significant other or ex or whatever may not even know it, because look at the book. Look at what's in the book of knowledge. So she's being fed two ways, on the physical and material plane. Metaphysical, I should say, and the material plane, because it's a piece of fruit in the middle of a book. So the book has knowledge, and the fruit feeds. Being fed either ways. They're saying for you to have faith. But faith in what? What is there to have faith in? Let's see. It is a cup. It is a cup, and cups are love. But things are murky. Things are still not visible. There's too much moon energy in here. So things that are hidden. Things that are hidden. This person hides a lot of things. Then there's going to be a change. There's the Death card. Doesn't mean an actual death unless the Ten of Swords comes out right next to it. Change for the better for you. The world is opening up for you. See that? The world is opening up for you. Not for the other person, for you. They thought the world was going to open up for them. But it's turning out the world is opening for you. Again, justice in your favor. And what did I say about the Queen of Swords? There she goes with her little sword. Well, not so little sword after all, is it? Justice is in her favor. Be careful what you do to Libras, especially if you do it in an unjust way. Because Libras tend to be very balanced, very good people. But they will find a way to cut you off if you go too far. If you drag them through the mud and there's no reason. If you treat them like crap and they haven't done anything. They may take it and take it and take it, but once they run out of gas, it's like a savings account. This is as much savings as I'm going to give to you. This is your allotted amount. This is your allowance. And once it runs out, it's done. So as much as you'd like to maybe give people love, support, giving, etc. of yourself, you can't do it to the point of hurting. And justice is that you're the one that's going to make the choice. You're the one that's going to make the choice. The Lover card. The Lover card, people that are maybe new to tarot, I'm not sure. I don't want to be ugly. I've been doing this for 25 years. Plus, I was born clairvoyant and medium, empath, intuitive, the whole shebang. People normally want to say that that's a new love coming in. That's true in the generic sense, but it's normally a decision. See, because they're asking you to have strength, Libra. There's something of significance that's going to come around, and they're asking you to have strength. Now, you can choose to keep going on the same direction. It's up to you. Nobody can tell you not to, but there is going to be some kind of change that comes because there's a tower moment, and that tower moment is going to be phenomenal. Let's see why. That tower moment's for you. You finally become the empress that you're truly meant to be. What does that mean for you? That means you stop taking BS from people. You stop expecting less from people. You start expecting people to show up and to actually be who they're supposed to be. How beautiful her hair is. She's beautiful and she doesn't even know it or realize it. The beauty is inside and out, and she's not realizing it, or he's not realizing how wonderful and beautiful of a person he is. Remember, it's not gender specific. But you're allowing your significant other not to give you that love, not to give you that hug, that physicality that you need, and not to be treating you like the goddess that you are. We all emulate some kind of God aspect here on earth. After all, we're made in their form, right? The star's in your favor, but it takes a while. And the reason is clear. It's because the waiting game, the waiting game, the waiting game. So the more you wait and don't make the decision to sever this with this sword, then the longer it's going to take for your gifts, your boons to come in. So you can try to keep holding on, keep holding on, keep holding on, or you can be the priestess or high priest. If you're a Libra male, you can be a high priest. If you're a Libra female, you can be the high priestess. But you do have to find your strength because something is not right here. And the other thing is the high priest is always something that is not hidden. So it could be church, it could be worldly, it could be a judge. High priestess, this is hidden knowledge, hidden wisdoms. These are things that you have to work harder for, because these are things that are not known. It's more metaphysical and supernatural type of knowledge that this person has. The other thing that's super important is that your significant other is coming across with this energy as an emperor. But this energy has to be earned. You can't call yourself an emperor or empress unless you earn it and you stay in that power. That means that you're not changeable. That means that people can't push you around. People can't force you to go one way or the other. If you're going to be unmovable, or you're going to be direct, or you're going to be strong, you have to be strong indefinitely. You can't waver. I mean, you can waver for a day, but you can't waver for weeks and months and years, because that's not the way the emperor energy works. However, if you're vacillating between being an emperor with this energy and then going back to being a fool, which is a newness, someone who's very young in life, somebody who's unseasoned, somebody who doesn't know what they want. And I'm talking about the significant other. I'm not talking about Libra. This is what you're dealing with. So if this is what you're dealing with, and I'm not talking to all Libras, I'm talking to the Libras that are going through problems in their relationship. You're having a very immature person vacillate back to a very strong and domineering person. Then they want to be play I'm a kid game and I don't know what I'm doing, and then vacillate back to I'm the emperor and I'm in charge. So choice is yours. Nobody can tell you what to do. Nobody can tell you what to do. However, your gifts that are trying to come forth are trying to come forth for you, and you're prolonging, the power of attraction, the law of attraction. Instead of directly pulling those energies towards you, the more you hold on to this old energy, the more you're giving your gifts away or delaying your gifts from coming, because this energy is what's superseding, which is the waiting game. And I don't know about you, but that gets really tiresome. Even the best people give up. Even the best people decide to walk away, because you can only wait so long. And if only one person has the ability to make decisions, and only one person's decisions are counted, then it's not a relationship, that's one-sided. And that's more of a narcissistic type of relationship, where you're being told what you could feel, or what they're going to feel, or how much love they're going to give you, or maybe they're not going to give you love, but they're going to give you their presence. This is what I'm giving you, is I'm here. I'm the gift. And a lot of my Libras are not feeling like they're the gift, because they're not being treated like they're the gift. And so that's why I did this reading, because I really feel like if you don't feel like you're the gift, I'm going to tell you what somebody once told me that I was in a relationship with. I'm never going to treat you like I'm more beautiful than you. And I was with a man. I'll never treat you like I have to be more beautiful, or I have to be more attractive than you. You're the female, you're the feminine, and you're supposed to feel more beautiful. That's the way they taught us in India. Well, then I got a rude awakening about 3 months ago, and the yelling started about, look at me, look at my face, and I look so bad, and my eyes have changed, and sounded like somebody having a midlife crisis, when the only thing that had happened was life started teaching this person that they had to work hard, that everything didn't come to their hand in a silver spoon and platter. And it's called aging. You don't stay looking the same indefinitely, because if you do, well, that's great. that means you have great genes. But at the same time, every one of us goes through some changes in life physically. It's normal because the avatar changes. I mean, the gestation period from just embryo to 9 months prior to the child, the baby, the infant coming out of the womb, even in that stage, you're growing, you're aging. So that's normal. So expect this, guys. If nothing else, if you don't do anything about the relationship, if you leave it the way it is, expect this at least, Libras, that people should say what they mean and mean what they say. And people have to be real. By real, I mean you can depend on them. They're not changeable. They're not mutable. Like, they don't change on a dime. Like, one minute they're happy, the next minute they're not happy with you. It's either they're happy with you or they're not. Um, and I'm not talking about people who have mental illness, because that's hard. When you have a mental illness and you're happy, sad, that's not what I mean. They tell you they love you, and then they don't. Then they withhold love from you, or they tell you they hate you or don't love you, and you know that's not true because you felt love from them before. Those can be very serious repercussions. Those are very serious things to deal with as a person. You're not a toy. You're a human being, and you cannot be toyed with or made to feel like you have to keep on vacillating from. I'm in a relationship, I'm not, maybe I am, maybe I'm not. In that aspect, for the next, and I told you guys that this was coming from August to December. There's going to be some bad months because like I said in the beginning of this video, the energy is have you ever been in a junkyard? You see the way they compress the cars? That's the energy that I'm feeling, guys. And my eyes are sleepy looking. I'm so sorry. I didn't even put any mascara on because my allergies are so bad. That's the energy I'm feeling, is that it's like a compressing type of feeling that my body feels like I want to sleep and sleep and sleep. And the weirdest part that I don't have to share with you, but I'm going to, is that I've been an insomniac for 20 years. I've been taking medication that could knock out a horse for the last 10 years of my life. And all of a sudden, I want to get under this table and go to sleep. At work, I want to just lay my head down like we did in school when we were in elementary and just go to sleep. This is some draining, excessively draining energy. It feels like a dragging, frictional, compacting energy, like you're going in slow mo. And I even started drinking coffee today, and I don't do that anymore. I take half a pill or a pill of caffeine because I didn't want to be staining my teeth all the time. And that's it. But no, I literally had to drink coffee. And the day before, I had to drink a Coca-Cola. This is the energy that we have around us that is dragging us down. And so it's going to be like that for the whole of August. And I'm just praying for everybody out there to get through this month. Just take care of yourself, eat well, go to sleep early if you can. Try to not allow things to bother you as excessively as they had before, because there's going to be a lot of things that you can change and a lot of things you can't. Go with the flow with the things you can change right now. Keep in balance the things that you do have in your favor, going in your favor, and the things that aren't going in your favor, you know what? Maybe they're not as important as you thought they were before, because you have to take care of you before you can take care of anybody else. You usually you're the giver, you're the compassionate one. I'm asking you right now to be compassionate to yourself, Libra, and take care of you so you can have something to give back to other people. I know this is crazy because I am very tired. I can feel it. I'm gonna do one more deck because I want to pull 3 more cards. See, what do you want to tell Libra for August 2020? Libra for August 2020. We are on the 13th. Today felt like a Friday the 13th. Literally drove the car I drove to work, literally with my car going plunk, plunk, plunk. My whole right back tire was gone by the time I made it to the mechanics, which is across the street, thankfully, to my other job. And if it weren't for that, I'd have curls in my hair. Went straight because of the heat and humidity. What other messages do you need Libra to know right now at this time frame so that they can have a better outcome than what the energy is giving right now? Prudence. Be careful with spending money. Be careful with who you spend time with. Be careful with who you give your energy to. Be careful with what you say, what you speak, what you think. Guard your mind. Guard your heart. Prudence. Such a beautiful card. Meaning such a powerful term. It's almost like the tree of life, right? Careful what you grow. Queen of Cups. My beautiful Libras. Usually you guys are just the most beautiful creatures ever with your loving kindness. Usually you're very good and you're very kind. You know, she's in a dream state, dreamy state. Whatever it is, Libra, that's coming for you for August is going to be a very big mixing time for you. Meaning you are, it looks like whatever's coming for you hasn't finished mixing yet. So that's for my male and females, because they're showing both male and female. There's some luck on its way, but it hasn't quite made it to you yet. So beware that there's a lot of Mars energy, but you're going to get what you need if you're just careful with the gifts that you're being given. You have a lot of power this month. Even if you feel weak, you feel maybe, what's the word, drained physically. But in reality, there are a lot of new things coming and a lot of new energies trying to enter your life for the positive to make you stronger, both metaphysically and emotionally. So I hope you liked this reading. I'm sorry I'm so low energy. I am literally so sleepy that I want to go to sleep on this chair. And I just pray for you guys to get through August, because I think August is going to be the worst. And then I don't want to be political because I don't do political videos on tarot, but we are either Lilith is going to win out, which is the dark goddess, which it may turn out that way, or whatever it is that Trump is bringing is going to win out. And for sure, the heaviness that Trump brings is Jewish energy. So that's might be Kabbalah, might be the Torah. I don't know exactly how he believes or what Jared Kushner believes, but he seems to push a lot towards and for the Jewish people, which I don't have anything against Jewish people. My people were also fumigated, so to speak, like cockroaches in the gas chambers. They don't mention the ROM, but we're also, if you go or look up the actual museum that's in Washington, D.C., where they have all the things on the Holocaust, the ROM, the gypsies were also utilized that way. We had, I have pictures, I have photos where there were men, male ROM used to see what seawater did to the human body, and so they were injected with seawater to see if we could stand it, I guess. And a lot of people were killed that way under experimentation and under gas. You know, I've been to the camps in Auschwitz, When I lived in Germany, I went on the tour, and it feels ominous, feels gross, it feels nasty. And I just fear that even though we do need the goddess energy, the Lilith, I don't think is the proper goddess to bring forward, because she's the goddess of chaos. And this is what's going on right now. And it's going to continue under the guise of something new, something different. I'm not trying to be political. I'm just telling you guys. That's why I'm warning you guys that from now to the end of the year, be very careful with what you choose to do, what you choose to think or believe in, or how you live your life. Much love and much light to you. Much energy, as much energy as I can muster to give to you today. And I hope that you take care of yourself. Okay? Alrighty, well, let's see how this video fares on YouTube. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. I still am only at 17, guys. I want to keep doing this so I can give you what you want, but I also need to move up. So please, if you like what you see, please do get other people to subscribe so that I can continue to do these videos for free. Much love and much light. Um, my prayers are with all of you and your families. Stay safe, eat right, rest. You need to rest. Be like the bears and go into your little cave and hibernate. Because if that's what the energy is telling you to do, to rest, then go ahead and do that. Do as you feel you need to do. Bye.